Dayna Linton for Novels Live TV, and I am with Jo Carroll Jones, and she is the grand poobah or whatever of the RT convention. Are you not? Something like that.
I'm the director of madness.
Oh, I think that really, that says a lot, yes. So tell me, how long have you been doing this?
I have been the convention director for 5 conventions since Daytona.
Oh, well, so you and I were virgins at the same time.
Well,
kind of, sort of.
I was the volunteer in the background for 5 years before that.
Oh,
So
okay.
technically I was there 10 years, but I was an RT Virgin convention director.
Yeah.
Does that count?
What a convention to break you in.
Wasn't it though?
Oh, it was definitely the convention to end all conventions. There's no doubt about that. So what would you say was your most interesting, not necessarily even that you directed, but that you've gone to, most memorable?
I guess the most memorable was Reno, when we did the Reno convention. It was hilarious. We were at a convention casino.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking through the casino bars and everything else while there is a rodeo convention going on also. We had all these ropers roping up their stuff, and we had all these women walking through with their Renaissance gowns, and it was hilarious. And that was back in the day when we used to do a pajama party karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
So we all did pajamas and went to the bar and had our fun, and then when we got through, we all decided to play craps. Because we were in the casino. It was even the convention.
Exactly.
So we're all in our pajamas, and the other people around us were just getting a charge out of it. And we were all having a blast, so it didn't matter.
You know, I have a convention every year in Vegas, and I just like to people watch. That's my big thing. But to have a convention with rodeo people there, my ex-husband's a bull rider. So I know that side very, very well, and that had to have been,
It was fun.
oh, a piece of work.
Bobby Smith got a couple of the guys to come over and teach us how to rope.
Oh, really?
During her presentation, so it was hilarious.
Yeah, and I have to admit, I am a sucker for a man in Wranglers.
They were pretty good.
They look mighty fun, I have to say. So what has been your easiest convention, would you say? I mean, none of them are easy. But
Houston.
was it?
Yeah, and I don't think it was so much because of being my hometown. It was more of the environment there. It was easy for the attendees to get there. The
Yeah.
gentleman who was running it at the Hyatt, it was a Hyatt there also. He just knew his stuff. So when you know someone that knows their stuff, your convention's going to go smooth just about no matter what happens.
It makes it so much easier, doesn't
Oh
it?
yeah, so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
And so everything went smoothly, and it was like, oh my gosh, it's over, and I'm exhausted.
I don't need to be put away in a mental institution.
This is it.
So would you say, I know, you know, the convention I do in June, the economy has greatly impacted the attendees. It's just, they don't have that kind of disposable money like they used to. Has it impacted the RT convention?
It did a little bit last year,
Mm-hmm.
but this year we actually grew.
Oh, good.
So we're over 1,200 at this point. We're still having people come in and sign in.
Mm-hmm.
Our convention, it's not so much disposable money, it's their freedom, their relaxation to get away.
Mm-hmm.
And for authors, it's their chance to meet those readers, meet the booksellers, and they don't want to miss that opportunity. And so,
It's advertising dollars almost.
oh yes,
too.
it's promotional. It's
Mhm.
promotional for them. But for the readers, it's a once in a lifetime chance to get to meet that favorite author, a person that's going to be there that isn't normally there.
Mhm.
You have Heather Graham that does her annual ball, and they read it in the magazine all the time,
Mhm.
and they're like, oh, I just want to be there. And when you're close, and that's one of the reasons we move around the United States, is so that you can catch those people that can drive in for 5 hours maybe,
Right.
and be a little bit closer for them because they don't drive, or they just are fly,
Yeah.
I should say. But it's their chance that they can get to come in and go to that vampire ball or go to the fairy ball, and we try to make it as magical as we can for them because it is their hard-earned money, and we want to make sure that they are going to enjoy, and when they leave here, they are happy.
Well, you do an awesome job, and I mean, this year I've noticed a lot more thriller writers, and I'm thrilled about that. I just think it's really, really cool that we have so many more authors that are realizing you know, romance readers cross over into thriller all the time.
Romance readers read everything.
Exactly.
You can't, the industry can't keep up with what they like to read. Before I got involved in this convention, I averaged 1 book a day.
Oh,
And that's what I read. And so you can only go through so many books that are tagged romance that you're going to go. And then your authors that started out, a lot of the great authors started out in the romance industry and then have now crossed over into thriller, into mystery. And so you follow their name because you read them when they were romance and they were great writers. Well, if they change their genre, it doesn't matter. They're still going to be great writers wherever they're at. And with the Thriller Fest that goes on, Heather Graham goes there and she dragged a few of her buddies over to us and they tried to keep it a secret, but it didn't work. So F. Paul brought in and Barry Eisler, they went over there and they were telling the guys how great it was. Not that it was the romance, it was the women as much as the readers, how much they loved to read.
That's what
how many knew who they were.
Yeah.
They were like shocked that we knew who F. Paul Wilson was, who is Barry Eisler. And everybody knew their books and their titles, and they were just amazed. And it's happened the same way, and each year we pick up a few more of those people that come. Andrew Peterson, Joe Finder, different ones. So they're finding that we are the area to go.
That's what we heard. We had Joe Finder and Andrew at our table, and that's what they were saying, is how impressed they were that so many of their readers that are termed, romance, were actually here at this convention. And so they're like, we're bringing more next time.
Hopefully that's exactly what will happen, is we want them to see that we're not in this little nook. We've grown, we've evolved. We're no longer just romance readers. Because romance has grown and evolved. It crosses all genres. It does not, you can't pigeonhole it anymore. It's always been there. Makes it confusing for the reader at the bookstore, but
and I mean, I know I've read thrillers that have a really great subplot of romance in it. So how can you say
there's nothing there?
Yeah, there's nothing there.
That's it.
Well, thank you, Joe Carroll. I appreciate you coming, and I know this is tough for you to get away, but wasn't this more relaxing than what you have to do out there?
Oh yeah, but then I got to walk out this door, so there you go.
Oh, you can stay here.
I don't think so.
Thank you.
Thank you.